Yo, what's going on, world? It's your boy Najee from Cigar Talk. And today I got a very special guest, man. Seated to my right, he say the king of the Bronx, king of New York, matter of fact, he told me.
Outside, bro, we go crazy.
I got my son, Suno. What's going on, brother?
Yeah, that's a fact, bro. We living life, you know that, man.
Nah, for sure, man. Listen, I'm glad you got a chance to pull up. Nigga, you brought the whole hood out, nigga.
I got the guys over here. Shout out to everybody.
Whole hood outside today.
Shout out to all the members. Word of my mother, feel me? Like, you go crazy.
Yeah, you said you were shooting a video shoot before this.
Yeah, for me, you go crazy.
How is that shit like? Just when you doing videos, you moving like this, like the whole crew outside, whole time.
You gotta bring everybody outside, for me. Like, you gotta connect the dots, you feel me? We just shot a video with the Brooklyn niggas, you feel me? 41.
Oh, the 41?
Shout out to Brooklyn. You
them niggas going crazy right now.
Yeah, they go crazy. Shout out to them. I ain't gonna lie. We just turned the volume up, so.
How you tapped in with them? Like, what was?
It was organic, you feel me? Like, all the connections, like, I knew the manager or whatever, you feel me? Shout out to my son, Bo Gotti, you feel me? My son, Bo, the manager right there. You feel me? Like, we all connected, you feel me? I went to the studio with them, whatever. I've been knew them, so we just connected the dots.
That's what's up. Man, yo, you been going crazy. I said one of the most viral records in the city.
Yeah.
What they gonna say, nigga?
What they gonna say, you feel me? That's the song of the summer, you heard?
Song of the summer? You calling that?
That's a fact, you feel me? Everybody know that, you feel me? Like, that song you get sturdy to, all the kids love it.
Bro.
I do it for the youth, feel me? Like,
that's what you really got all the kids, like, cause I'm the nigga that be watching TikTok. Like, I don't post, but I be watching TikTok, seeing what's going on. Yeah, low key though. I got the low key joint that I just be watching niggas.
Nah, yeah, TikTok, that's the new wave right now. Like, you feel me? It's other than Instagram. It's TikTok, like, you feel me? That's where the kids, you feel me, they can dance on, they can do all the challenges. Like, everybody's song that go viral, they're gonna use TikTok. So that's, you feel me, the new wave.
All right, so first off, the fucking beat for that shit is insane, nigga. The beat, it got the little Spanish vibe. I heard that song, like,
shout out to
what
my
is that?
Spanish people, Hold
up, all right, so tell me, like, how did you come to like make that record, right? Like, is this just like somebody played you that beat and you like, oh man, this is something special? Like, how did that come about?
So see, boom, the beat, like, shout out to MP Beats, you feel me? Like, we got our own producers, we got in-house producers that make our own beats, you feel me?
Okay. So
shout out to MP. He sent me the beat. I heard it in my email. I'm like, nah, this is different, like, you feel me? I'm a type of nigga, like, I like to have fun when I rap, like, I'm more so on like, the fun side than being serious, you feel me? Because I like to, like, you feel me, like, more personality, like, you feel me? If you making music, you gotta show people what you thinking about and what you like to do, you feel me? So I'm that type of nigga, so when I heard that beat, it brought personality out, you feel me? And shout out to my son, Zay Munna. He was on the song, Free Zay Munna. Free all the Munnas, you feel me? They going crazy, too. That song was just organic, like, that song just hit. Yeah. It was just, for me, everything from there is his history, world.
Did you know that, like, when you make a record like that, obviously, like I said, the beat is super crazy. When you make a record like that, is that something that you know off rip, like, nah, nigga, this shit gonna hit, this viral? Like, do you know that already, or just you put it out and see what it do?
It's funny, though, like, every song I put out, I be thinking that, though, like, because I feel like...
every joy.
Yeah, like, every song I put out, because it's like, all my music is put together in a situation where it's like, I do it for the kids to understand me better, you feel me? Like, the kids could, like, they can have fun to my music. You know what I'm trying to say? It's not too serious.
I mean, it's interesting because, like you said, like, just the fact that you making the fun music, but it's drill, right? Because drill shit be more like, it be niggas,
but
especially the Bronx
that
shit.
Shit go crazy, too, like, you feel me? Like, that shit.
What made you kind of want to do it that way? Like you said, you showing the personality. It's more like you funny with your shit. What made you feel like you wanted to go that route instead of the serious, super gangster route? Because,
you know, for me, I was doing funny videos, too, for me. So it's like, when I do funny videos, it's like things that my fans can relate to. Like, like when I rap, and then I do skits, I could put two and two together. So it's like when I do that type of music, and then I do funny videos, they gonna be like, oh wow, like this is really him. Yeah, they gonna like me, for me. So
I really respect.
I got my own lane for that shit too. So it's like, for me, I could create, and then everybody that do it behind me, they could just follow along. Like, it's lit.
You felt like you was always like a funny nigga growing up type vibes? Like, was that your whole MO, like school and coming up? Like, was you on that type of time?
Nah, yeah, like, I'm funny. Like, you feel me? Like, I go lie, like, if you a real nigga, you funny. Like, I feel like everybody funny. Like, everybody got their own personality. I'm just the type of nigga that's funny, and I just put that shit out more. Like, you feel me? I'm the type of nigga, if I got a joke, I want everybody to hear that joke. Like, like, nah, this shit funny. Like, so, you feel me? I feel like everybody got their own type of jokes. You feel me? Everybody got their own personality. Like, but with me, I put that shit in the real world, like, you feel me? If it's a real situation going on, I'm gonna make a skit about it, like, yo, everybody can relate.
Right. Nah, for sure. I mean, you got a lot of personality. I remember I seen you with the Hip Hop Harry nigga at the time, fucking going crazy.
Yeah, facts. I definitely started that shit.
When you started when you was getting sturdy like that, like, do you feel like you make music for them to do that?
I mean, like, it's funny though, like, it's both, like, you feel me? Because I make music because it's what I like to do. Like, I know, like, me personally, that's the type of music I want to hear when I do it.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, if I want to hear a song, that's the type of music I want to listen to.
Yeah.
And then you got the fans that's behind you and they supporting it. Two and two gonna go hand in hand. You feel me?
I feel like I love that shit. Roddy Rebel jumped on the remix.
Yeah.
Tell me about that. Y'all shot the video, the chemistry. What made you want to get Rowdy for that joint?
It's just, for me, like, it's just connections that we got, you feel me? Shout out to everybody that put the dots together. Like, Rowdy, I feel like that song is just more so for the streets. Like, you feel me? Me coming from the Bronx and then he from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
We putting two and two together, you feel me? The industry music, like, that's what they want to hear. Like, the supporters, we gonna give them what they want, you know? So
I love that.
That's how we build.
I think it's interesting just the whole drill movement in the city, right? Like, Brooklyn really, Brooklyn started it, you know what I'm saying? They had it going up, and then the Bronx just caught this crazy wave to where it was like, you know what I'm saying, like really on the map. What you feel like is the difference between the two? If, like, for niggas that's out of town, they not, a lot of people from outside of New York watch this and they be like, all right, Brooklyn drill versus Bronx drill, like, what's the difference?
I feel like with Brooklyn drill, it's like, I feel like it's self-explanatory. Like, when you look at Bronx drill, it's a different type of sound. Bronx drill do samples. Like, a lot of Bronx artists, they fuck with the sample type of beats. And Brooklyn, they start off with the UK type of drill, like Chicago type of bass. So like, when you hear Bronx drill, they got their own type of sound, their own type of mannerisms, their own movement. Brooklyn is, for me, the same thing. So that's how they separate. But like, shout out to Brooklyn. You feel me? Bronx going crazy right now. Bronx got it. Like, you gotta go to the Bronx though, cause for me, Bronx definitely opened the door right now.
That's a fact. Who you feel like, all right, if you had to say Bronx drill, outside of yourself, of course, if you had to name 3 people that you feel like was putting on for the Bronx, who would you say?
Us, all the guys, you heard? SBL, we doing it, you heard?
Yeah. Who's on SBL? Tell me about SBL.
You feel me? You got different artists, you feel me? You got Moody B, you got Hoy Honcho, you feel me? You got my guys, you got Gliz, Cheek Moo. You feel me? We got everybody, you feel me? So it's like, it's different artists, but what I want people to do is tap into what we got going on, because all the talent is from different type of sounds too. You feel me? It's not just one sound. Everybody got different shit to talk about. So when you hear this type of music in SBL, you gonna hear it different, you feel me? And we the Bronx. So
what SBL stand for?
Stack Beyond Lifestyle, South Bronx Legend. Like, that's us.
How did that come about? Was it like a collective first? Was it like, did you make it like a label? Like, how did SBL come?
We started that, Bogatti, SBL, Ron Suno, you feel me? All the members, we started that. Like, that's us.
It's a label too?
Yeah, it's a label. That's what it is. Music group. You feel me? Music. You feel me? Like, we got all the different type of music.
Fire. Another record that really I fucked with pretty heavy, went crazy in the streets, you and Dusty.
Yeah, Grabber.
Man,
Facts, Grabber.
That shit hit like, cause you did the original. I see the original. You fuck with the cops at the store.
I feel like that song hit cause I feel like everybody in New York smoke Grabber. Like, we don't smoke backwards and shit.
That's a fact.
Everybody smoke Grabber, so that song was just so, for me, relatable for everybody.
Yeah. When you, like I said, same thing as the other one, but when you making shit like that, do you know, like, nah, nigga, this one going? You said everyone like that in your head?
Yeah, like, I feel like Grabber, like, nobody talking about Grabber. Like, I never, like,
you the first nigga rap about Grabber.
Like, I smoke a Grabber, hot Grabber. Like, I almost smoke backwards.
You fuck with straight Grabber, no backwoods?
Nah, yeah, like, for me, I'm the type of nigga, like, if I'm smoking, like, you can't even pass me backwards. Like, I'm not going to smoke it.
The whole time? Niggas fucking with Grabber the whole time?
Yeah,
I feel like
early,
like 2018, niggas was on the back.
Yeah, like, I mean, like, if you, type shit, like, when I first started smoking, like, you feel me, like, it's like, whatever you could smoke, you roll up.
Hey, whatever. What you was on when you first started smoking?
Like, I was on roll, but I used to roll strip, though. Like, I wasn't even on Grabber till, like, 2019. I used to roll strip.
Oh, just a little strip?
Yeah, I used to toast a strip.
Little Fronto?
Yeah, Bob Marley, toast a strip, put in a Bob Marley, and smoke Doms and sour. I used to smoke sour.
You ain't had the Zah yet. Niggas ain't had the Zah yet.
Sour is the Zah that is now. Niggas are smoking.
Sour the Zah?
But what
sour
about
the Zah?
Yo, that ain't gonna be the same as back then sour and the staircase vibe before school. That sour is not like the Runts now. Like, I ain't gonna lie. For me, Runts is cool and all that, but sour back then would go crazy. Even Gigi, when we Gorilla Glue back then.
Okay, yeah, Gorilla Glue was lit.
Real loud.
Gorilla Glue was lit. All right, so tell me, like, when you first started really, like, wanting to get into the rap shit, like what part? When was that for you? Like when you was really like, all right, I'm about to really be on some rap shit for real.
Like, I was rapping since like 2014. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was rapping for mad long.
This is a minute, yeah.
I was doing rap before I was doing comedy, but I feel like with comedy, like you gotta understand, people different. Everybody's different. Like I was type of nigga, my personality gonna give me where I need to go. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be funny. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
facts.
I'll be funny, so.
Hold on, but all right, so what point was it where you started to, like, see that comedy could get you lit, like, could take you to a certain place? When did you see that in what you was doing where I was like, damn, you know what, I can start making skits and shit, I'm gonna get lit?
Like, for example, right, when people tell you nice or something, you look at it like, if somebody, you playing ball, oh, this nigga nice, yo, you should play ball more. Like, for me, you could go to the A.
Yeah.
Like, same thing, tell me, like, yo, you funny. Like, why you don't do videos about what you talking about? I'm type of nigga, I'm like, oh, word, for me. So I just listened to what everybody was around me saying, like, and I just put that in the play, like, I'm gonna do skits, you feel me? And shout out to my boy Max. For me, that's my cameraman now.
Yeah.
He the one that was like, yo, you could structure it this way, for me. So now he organized it a way where I could do skits, because I didn't really understand that shit.
Right.
I didn't know, like, you could go on the camera and really be funny. Like, I was just funny in real life. Like, I wasn't thinking about being funny on the camera. So when he put me on, like, yo, you could do this behind the camera, I just put two and two together. I started doing skits.
Do you think that part made it harder for you as a rapper? Like, in the sense, like, all right, because you know how it go. Like I said, were you like, all right, it's a nigga, he doing skits and he funny, but now he doing drill, so niggas be like, man, this nigga ain't.
That's just like when Cardi B coming up, she was a stripper though. Like when Cardi B was a stripper, it's like, how you gonna be a stripper and you gonna be an artist? But I feel like it's 2022. You could do anything you want to be. Like I'm a type of nigga, like I don't give a fuck. Like niggas be saying anything.
Right.
I was solid, like I don't give a fuck. Bro.
You still on the skits though, so like you feel like you could balance both of them, right?
Yeah, I don't even care about none of that shit. I get money and I'm with studies every day. All the girls for me, like I'm doing everything. So.
All right. So tell me, you went to school in the Bronx?
Yeah, I went to 3 different high schools. I went to school in Harlem. Basically, like Manhattan, I went to Vanguard, I went to Truman, and then I went to Lehman. For me, so I went to 3 different high schools.
Why, you was on some bad shit? Like you was fucking up type shit, or you was moving, or what?
Yeah, I got kicked out of my first high school. I went to Truman, they kicked me out, and then I went to Lehman, and then I just dropped out type shit. For me, so.
Why, you just wasn't fucking with it no more, or what? Like,
I was just like, I was too advanced for school. Like, I was type of nigga, like, when I was in school, like, I already knew, like, what type of talent I had, so I was just like, I'm just here to promote, like, you know what I'm saying?
Promote
get everybody to share my shit. That's what I really felt like everybody around me was it like an outlet to, like, you feel me, just share, like, you got it for me. Because at the end of the day, when I'm in school, you meet different type of kids in there that like different shit. So I used to just be around different type of students, find out what's relatable, you feel me? It's different shit I see, I just be observing. So that's why I got this tattoo too, you feel me? Like the eye right here, like, I'm more of an observing person, like, that's what Suno mean for me, so.
Hold on, what you mean that's what Suno mean? What does that mean?
Suno is an abbreviation, but it's an abbreviation I'll break down when the tape drop, you feel me? I'll talk about it.
All right. Yeah. So tell me about the tape though, like, cause like I said, you've been making a lot of singles that niggas in the town fucking with. Yeah. But now you at the point where it's like, all right, this is an album on the level where you lit now. Like you tried a couple projects before, but it's like, all right, now we got the visibility, making an album. What is that like for you? Like you trying to construct an album? Like what's your mind frame when you trying to put that together?
Just think about like everything that you build, you feel me? Like that's what I really be thinking about, like everything that we created all together as a label, as a group. And just think about what everybody like and think about where you came from, you feel me? So when you put all 3 together and then you make music, the first thing I'll be really thinking about is like how can I like be different, you feel me? So when I rap, I don't want to try and sound like everybody else. Like I want my music to be different, so that's my main focus, is having my own sound. So when people hear me and that become the way, like they like people rap like that. So
right.
My own type of sound.
I think the first record I heard from you was the Pinocchio shit.
Yeah.
That shit went crazy. I was fucking with it. I like that. You said you was rapping since 2014. I think that was probably like 2019, something like that.
Yeah.
What you think? I think that was the one that really put you on the map in the town, at least. Like, what you think was it about that record that made it like where everybody started really gravitating to it versus all the shit you was putting out before that?
I feel like with Pinocchio, it was more so like I mastered like the comedy lane. So it's like when I was doing Pinocchio, I was able to build a fan base from being entertaining. You feel me? So when I did that, I put that in the song Pinocchio. Like if you watch Pinocchio and you watch the video, you would see like the personality that I was, for me, bringing to the table, and then from there they was jacking that. Like,
so you feel like the comedy
hairstyle,
shit is what made it like? Oh yeah, you did have a hair wrap
the
and all
ponytail,
that.
so it's like all that shit coming to play. I got everything is just me.
You feel like the comedy gave you the base for that shit to go like that?
It's facts. Cause that's what made Suno was.
How you tell? All right, there's a lot of fans that they see you, they trying to get lit like you. Niggas is doing skits. Niggas is. What kind of advice do you give to the youngest watching the show? That's like, damn, like I'm trying to get lit like Suno lit. Like, what do I do?
Like for me, like you want to be lit. Like it's not even about being lit. You gotta do it cause like you want to do it. For me, cause this old shit just gotta be organic. For me, it's just I feel like you gotta be yourself. When you yourself, now you can come past that. You feel me? Be yourself. And just create, be consistent. Like when you be yourself and you be consistent, people gonna have nothing to do but to understand what you got going on in your lane. So,
yeah,
boom.
No, I feel that. I like that. Obviously in this drill shit, bro, it's tough, right? Like I see the mayor is against drill. That nigga don't like drill niggas.
Yeah,
like
shit crazy.
It's a lot going on. Like just looking at the scene, is niggas getting locked up, niggas getting killed, all type of shit. How you feel like you avoid the traps that kind of come with making that style of music?
So like, you gotta just be around the right people, you feel me? Be around the right people, and you gotta move smart. You just gotta always move smart, you feel me? Like, you just gotta know your worth. Like, when you know your worth, like, people can, like, for example, right? People might bring you to certain situations, and you be like, in your head, you be like, nah, I feel like if I go over there, if something happen, you listen to yourself, you feel me, before anything. Like, you gotta know your worth, because when you know your worth, you understand what your body will tell you.
I feel that. Because, I mean, I listen, man, I'm a little older than y'all, like most of the drill, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I see y'all young niggas from the town getting money, that shit make me happy. I want to see all the extras, like, what you think, like, as far as you maneuvering through the city as different niggas having different issues, do you feel like you gotta move a certain way?
I mean, you just gotta stay to yourself. Like, I'm the type of nigga, I just be in my own lane. Like, I'm not trying to look for the type of attention. Like, you feel me? I'm not really with the industry shit. You feel me? Like, I just mind my business, do what I gotta do. You feel me? Stay in my own lane, stay out the way. Like, all that other shit that come with music and all that, I just be myself. You heard?
Yeah.
I be myself. I ain't gonna lie.
I feel you.
Keep that shit away from me.
If you gonna beef, it gotta be some real shit. Like obviously the Rolling Loud shit, we saved the whole shit. You and Flock had the whole brawl.
Nah, that's nothing for me. Like, shout out to Flock, free K Flock.
That's what's up. I like to see that. Would you be open to making music with the nigga if he came home?
Facts. I'll do a song with anybody from the Bronx. For me, if you making noise and it makes sense, why not? Like I'm a boss. Like I feel like
I love that.
Like I was the first really to come out like when they like. Cause it's different people that came from the Bronx, but like when you talk about the newer generation, like I'm really the newer generation from the Bronx, so it's like I would tap in with anybody that's coming up out of the Bronx, you heard? Like, that's it. Facts.
Nah, that's what's up. I love to see that. Man, just tell me about what's next for Ron Suno. Like I said, we've been seeing you in the town, continuing to really level up. How do you feel like you continue to make those jumps that you've been making?
You just gotta brainstorm, you feel me? Be organized. You gotta have structure, like, just be structured, like, everything gotta be a blueprint of what you trying to do. So I be structured.
How you structure? When you say structure, you mean like just your team, like your music,
team,
like what's
music,
the structure?
Everything all around you that makes, you feel me, what you trying to do. Like, whatever position you trying to play, you gotta have a structure around it, like, you know what I mean? So, that's a fact.
Nah, for sure, man. When the tape looking like?
August 5th. Early August. My birthday August 3rd though, you heard? So around my birthday.
Right. How old you gonna be?
I'm gonna be 22. So when I turn 22, for me and gang, like, I fuck with my members, like, I love all my brothers. So everybody, we all gonna be lit. You feel me? Everybody.
Yo, last question I want to ask you. You on the Rolling Loud set coming up, shit in Queens.
Facts.
I'll always be at all the Rolling Louds. When you doing a show like that and it's thousands of people in the crowd, like what is that experience like? Like how do you you prepare for that? You just go up there and go crazy? Like, what is that like?
That's why when you said like about the kids and you was like, what's the advice I got for them?
Yeah.
And you was like, yo, what's the first advice? I said, be yourself.
Yeah.
That's where that come in, you feel me? And now when they listen to that, you tell them that, you feel me? Like, oh, be yourself. And that's what I'll do, like, I just be myself, because there's no other way you could do, like, because this is what you prepare for, what else could you do? This is what you wanted, like, yeah, so you gotta do that.
That's a fact.
I'm the type of nigga I just, for me. Word.
Nah, I love that. Yo, Ron Suno, I appreciate you pulling up, man.
Yeah.
Super
Thanks
dope episode of Cigar Talk.
Thanks, man.
The Bronx King of New York.
Yeah, King of New York, yeah, crazy.
We got Ron Suno. We out of here.
Bingo.